Yo, what is up guys, Punkers here, and today I am back again with another video for you guys, and today what we're going to be doing is a 1v1 search and destroy wager play-by-play on the map Infection. You guys really enjoy these play-by-plays, especially when they're like in wagers or team scrims or whatever it may be, so hope you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's get started. A little bit of information before we get this map started. So overkill and score streaks were both banned in this match, and as you can see we have both chosen the glitch specialist, so let's get started. For this first round, I decided to pull out an M8A7 and push the left side of the map toward this big floating cliff thingy. So I usually like to pull out an AR at first just to get a feel of my opponent, get a feel for their playstyle. Now as you see here, I don't really see anything, but as I'm turning around, I get shot up, so I decided to back up and wait for my opponent. I get a little glimpse of him here, but not able to land any shots, so I stay backed up. I get behind this rock for some cover and just keep pre-aiming. So I don't see anything on the right side of the cliff, so I turn and watch the left side to make sure that he's not up there trying to flank me. I turn back around, and sure enough, there he is pushing me from the front. Now, he really should not have done this, because he knew that I had an AR, he knew that that was a long line of sight that he was pushing, and he still decided to push it. Now, I don't know what kind of gun he had, but if it was an AR, what he really should have done is backed up and tried to get a nice line of sight on me, but his mistake is our gain, and now we are up 1-0, and let's move on to the next round. So now we're on offense, and I decided to keep out my M8A7 at least for the time being. So what you'll see in a second, this line of sight that I'm looking at right now, that's a good line of sight to make sure that no one on defense is rushing B from mid-map. I don't see anyone, so I decided to check my left side and make sure that he's not pushing through A. So I don't see anything at first, so I decide, alright, I gotta push out a little bit and see if he's maybe on B steps. So I push out, and sure enough, there he is, B steps. He ends up running away. Now this is slightly a mistake, but here's what I do. I push him, and I pull out my RK5, and luckily I'm able to get a shot on him before he's able to kill me, and thank goodness he was weak, or else I would have died. Now this is a kind of a bad play on my part, mostly because I switched to my RK5 after I was already out in the open. I should have switched to my RK5, or whatever secondary you have, while you're still in cover. That way, when you do see him, you're able to get the kill, because that cut it a little too close for my liking. So I ended up losing that second defense just because I lost a gunfight. You know, when you don't warm up, your aim is bad, and it's going to cause you a couple of rounds. But anyway, now we're back on offense, and I decided to do the same thing that I did the last offense and check this line of sight. I don't see anything, so what am I going to do? I'm going to check A, make sure he's not pushing me, make sure I'm not getting flanked. So I'm pre-aiming, I'm watching my corners, I'm looking at everything, I don't see anything, so I'm like, you know what, he may be B steps again. So I pop out, I look, and sure enough, there he is. I get a couple of shots into him, nothing too major. He pops up again, I'm able to get a nice burst into him right there. I'm out of ammo, he's going to run away, so what I do is I push him. I'm like, alright, he's weak, I'm going to push this guy. He pops back out, and I'm able to win the gunfight. Now that was a very, very risky play, just like that last round, because he could have so easily just gotten on the bomb head glitch. He could have ran away, he could have done so many things, but instead he challenged me and he lost the round. Pretty risky play on both parts, but anyway, it worked out for us because of the gun skill. You guys already know, I'm just kidding, but anyway, let's move on to the next round. And now that I'm back on defense, I'm actually going to push the left side of the map again. I know it's getting a little bit repetitive, I promise, though the one round that I lost is actually the round that I didn't go this way. But anyway, I decided to push this top rock again. I jump up and I don't see anything. So this time, instead of turning around, I decide to push forward and try and flank his spawn and see if I can get a nice little line of sight on him from his spawn area or middle map. So I'm pushing mid-map, I'm at his tank, I don't really see anything, nothing's really jumping out at me yet. So I decide to check A, but sure enough, B gets planted right as I'm doing that. I push up, I don't see anything. Now let's pause the video right now. So as you can see, the bomb is planted in a way to where you can actually see the bomb from the top of the cliff. Now this is actually what he did a few rounds earlier when he was on offense and I was on defense. He ended up doing that, and he planted the bomb there, and I knew where he was, ended up losing the gunfight. So when I saw this bomb in this place, I thought there's no way he's going to go back to the top of the cliff. But as you can see here in a few seconds, he actually did go back to the top of the cliff. I'm able to get a very, very easy kill on him. But that's something you cannot do. You cannot use the same bomb watching spot 2 times in a row. You just can't do it, and that's why I was able to win this round so easily. So just a little tip for all you guys out there: if you watch my bomb watching spot videos, don't do that. You gotta use it once and be done for at least a few rounds. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that one, and let's move on to the next one. So So now that my glitch is ready, we're just going to pull out a submachine gun and we're going to rush B Street. Now I'm hoping I can just like get the jump on someone. Hopefully he won't be ready for me. Sure enough, there he is. He was not ready for me at all. I'm able to get the kill fairly easily. Now, if you're going to rush the top of the cliff just like he was about to do with an AR, you got to make sure that you keep an eye out for a submachine gun rushing you from the right side. And if you're going to push the top of the cliff, you got to be sliding and boosting as much as possible to hopefully get there way faster than he just did, because he was moving pretty slow, and that's how I was able to kill him that easily. Now, I think you guys are going to really enjoy this last round, especially at the very, very end. So I decided to pull out a sniper and just kind of mess with this guy, hopefully get a cool sniper kill to end the game, and just go out with a bang. Now, I don't see anyone, and I end up pulling out a VMP, and I'm just going to run around the map and hopefully find this guy planting or something like that. And I'm going to skip forward a little bit, and as you can see here, he actually plants A, and I see him go up into the broken corridor, and I decide to chase him. When I go up there, he's not there, but I know he's somewhere near me. So I jump out, I get shot up, I glitch immediately, and as you can see right here, he is climbing up at the worst possible moment, and I'm able to kill him, and he rage quits the game. That was so funny to me, especially because he mantled in the worst situation, and I know how terrible it can feel to mantle when you don't want to, and I can pretty much guarantee you he did not mean to mantle right there. Anyway guys, that is a great end to a great game. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next video.